Welcome to another X-Force Data Summit presentation. Today we have Cyril Louis, who runs a Salesforce practice at a consultancy called Globaz. And today he's going to talk about the Sales Marketing Cloud limitations and workarounds. And I just wanted to mention that this is a great complementary presentation to Carrie Townsend's presentation, which was Introduction to Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So if you like this presentation, you might want to see Carrie's, and those of you who saw Carrie's, welcome to Cyril's. And without further ado, here's Cyril.
Yeah, so thank you very much for the introduction. Yes, indeed, I've built this presentation from my own experience when I started some Marketing Cloud implementation. So I faced some limitation, some difficulties, and I try to find workarounds when possible. And for sure, it's something I wish I knew when I started some implementation. So I hope it will be useful for you too, to share something I faced when I did some Marketing Cloud implementations. So who am I? So my name is Cyril Louis. I'm working at Globaz. And I'm working in a CRM ecosystem since last 17 years now, and I'm specialized on Salesforce since last 8 years now. So I've built tons of projects on Salesforce, working on different clouds: Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Community Cloud, and so on. And then I started to specialize on marketing, not just Marketing Cloud, but different topics around marketing strategies and different tools, but obviously Marketing Cloud. And then when you're working on marketing, data is more and more useful and important. So I've been involved in different data and artificial intelligence projects using DMP, CDP, machine learning, predictive intelligence, and so on. If you know me on the social media, you may see that I like snowboard also. So it's something I do really like. There is no, since I think something like 2002, no year without snowboarding. Last topic to introduce myself is around Trailblazer community. So it's something I do like, share knowledge, being involved into the community. So talking about community, I'm a user group leader, and I've been also involved in a community event named SkiForce. So you see the link with Salesforce in the snowboard. And so I've been also awarded as a Salesforce MVP and Salesforce Lightning Champion. And as I told you, I'm the user group leader in Geneva, Switzerland. And I've been also involved in different Salesforce events as a volunteer or as a speaker. So it could be Dreamforce, different Salesforce World Tours or Basecamp, or different kind of events. I mentioned some Trailblazer community events. So it's also different kind of event. I like to be involved as a volunteer or as a speaker. So your event, X-Force Data Summit, is one example. And I've been involved in the French Touch Dreaming, Czech Dreaming, North Africa Dreaming, sharing some best practices, sharing knowledge. I also had the chance to, guide or help people to train on Salesforce in different universities here in Switzerland, and also being a speaker in different e-commerce or marketing conferences. And the last thing, and I've been also, I had the chance to share some knowledge, insights, or ideas in different blogs and newspaper. But before I start my presentation, I will just share with you this nice forward-looking statement. And I'm quite sure you know the slides. It's just for you to know that do not base your purchasing decision on what I will tell you today, but only on the features are already available on the platform, because I may speak around features, evolution, innovation, or roadmap, like you will see ideas.salesforce.com. So today, it's about sharing my knowledge and my experience, my own experience on Marketing Cloud, and talking about some known limitation and sometimes some unknown limitation, and discuss about how I face those limitations, and if I found some workaround, share it with you. So the first topic is around Sandbox. So if you're working on Salesforce core platform, so for sure, when you start on Marketing Cloud, you will raise this question. So where is my sandbox? Where is my Marketing Cloud sandbox? I would like to test my data on a developer org, or I would like to run some campaign on my marketing sandbox data, or I would like to synchronize with my Sales Cloud Sandbox. So the first action to do is to use the Marketing Cloud connector. You can synchronize. The thing is, to synchronize data, you will have all your data in the same, what we call data extension. So in Marketing Cloud, all your data will be at the same place. So first thing is, maybe build another data extension. Instead of having all your subscriber in what we call the all subscriber list, maybe build a dedicated testable data extension when you will put your test data in it. If you do not want to create dedicated data extension, you can just create a custom field on your all subscriber list. You can name it whatever you like, but name it Sandbox, and then use this checkbox as a criteria when you would like to segment your campaign. So you will be sure that you only segment test data. Another way is to segregate your data. So I just told you that all your information, all your data will be in what we call the all subscriber list in Marketing Cloud. But you can also build a business unit. And a business unit, it's a kind of Chinese wall between your data. You will really segregate your data. So if you have business units, you can create a business unit and you can name it Sandbox, and every data in this business unit can be used for your test campaign, for instance. But to use it, you have to have a specific option named multi-business units. And if you would like to synchronize these business units with your Sandbox, you have also to purchase the multi-org features. So you need multi-business units and multi-org to synchronize your test data with a sales sandbox, for instance. Or you can also avoid for this idea. So if you're not aware of what is ideas.salesforce.com, it's the community that raised demand or claims IDs. And if a lot of people within the community vote for this idea, Salesforce will include this new evolution in the roadmap for the future release. So please go to this idea, vote if you want to have a sandbox on Marketing Cloud. Another topic when I started on Marketing Cloud is how does it work to synchronize data between Marketing Cloud and Sales Cloud, for instance, but also in the other way, from Salesforce to Marketing Cloud to Sales Cloud, and so on. So a few questions when you start. So how do you synchronize your Sales Cloud data to Marketing Cloud? How does it work? I know there is a connector. How does it work? But the second question is, okay, and what if something happened on Marketing Cloud and I would like to now refresh and update my data on Sales Cloud? So the first thing to synchronize is to use Marketing Cloud Connect. It's super easy to implement, and it will allow you to use your Sales or Service Cloud data in Marketing Cloud. So you can use those data as criteria to build your segmentation and so on. Straightforward. But if you need to update Salesforce, your Sales Cloud or Service Cloud, you will need to build the customer journeys and use the Salesforce activities that will allow you to update from Marketing Cloud to Sales Cloud. Or you can also use AmpScript, and AmpScript is the kind of specific language for Marketing Cloud. It's, you know, to develop for developers mainly. Another option could be to have a closer look on the new Salesforce Customer 360. You know, so Salesforce is pushing a lot on Customer 360 in order to have all those different clouds more and more connected. So maybe Salesforce through Customer 360 will help you to synchronize and update your data through all your different clouds. Or you can also avoid for this idea to help you to synchronize information both ways. The idea I've listed here is strongly focused on the email status, but if Salesforce try to deliver something, for sure they will also increase the capability around synchronization. Another topic is around customer journeys. If you're using Marketing Cloud, it's also to build customer journeys. So you have different questions. The first one is, okay, I'm running Marketing Cloud, so it's live, it's in production, and I would like to build a new customer journey. How can I do? How can I test to make sure I will not, you know, run on my production data? How can I test it maybe on my sandbox business units, and then when it's live, I would like to deploy on the other business units. Or maybe someone in another business units build a super useful customer journeys, and we would like to reuse it in other different business units. So when I started this presentation a few months ago, the first answer was you can only share assets or email templates between different business units. And to do so, you will use the shared folder. But in the shared folder, you cannot put customer journeys. So the answer was there is no workaround. Actually, if you want to share customer journeys between different business units, you have to just rebuild it. Or we had these ideas. And this is the real value of ideas, because it's quite new. Actually, this solution has been delivered by Salesforce. The connector is available on the AppExchange, and it's named Deployment Manager for Marketing Cloud. And this AppExchange will allow you to deploy your different customer journeys between your different business units. So as you can see, if you see something missing on the solution, you create the idea. If a lot of people within the community vote for this idea, this can be delivered in the next releases. So we just talked about how to duplicate customer journeys. Another topic is landing pages. So again, I've been the landing pages for, I don't know, a game or a form, a registration, and so on. And I would like to reuse these landing pages, maybe like a template. I would like to save it, clone it, copy, and so on. And actually, it's not possible within Marketing Cloud. It's quite crazy, but if you have landing page, you have to rebuild the landing page. You cannot just clone it. So what I've found is instead of using the Marketing Cloud capabilities of building landing pages, you can use other tool like form assembly. Or again, you can also vote for one idea, like asking Salesforce to allow us to duplicate and clone our existing landing pages. Another topic on Marketing Cloud is the multi-channel. So you will use different channels, and one of the channels could be the mobile. So you're building your template. Before to send the template, you will have the preview on Marketing Cloud, and you would say, I would like to see what will be the rendering on a mobile phone. So you see it on your Marketing Cloud solution. It looks good. You click on send, and when you receive it, it's going total crazy. So you don't understand why, because the template looks good, but you click, and when you receive it, something goes wrong. So as a workaround, I found that during my test send, when I send the test of my campaign, I use Litmus. And with Litmus, you can have tons of previews. You can select what kind of mobile phones you would like to have, what kind of email client you would like to see the rendering on. So it's super useful, super easy also to use. And obviously, it's integrated with Marketing Cloud. So you can have a look on that. It will save tons of times for you. Another option could be to wait because Salesforce just bought Rebel a few months ago. So maybe through this acquisition, Salesforce will bring additional capabilities to Marketing Cloud. As an example, you may be aware of what is interactive email. So interactive email is how to build form or survey within an email. So this feature is coming from Rebel. So maybe Salesforce will have more and more like state-of-the-art mobile preview. Maybe it's coming through this acquisition. Or you can also vote for this idea, asking to the Salesforce team to have a look on the mobile rendering, because obviously there's something it's not good enough, so they could also work on that. Last topic, another topic is about the commercial threshold. So if you're using different types of solution for marketing automation, it's something that you usually see. You do not want to over-solicitate your subscribers. You don't want to send too many messages. So you would like to say, don't want to send another email if someone, I don't know, have received more than 5 emails in the last 2 weeks, for instance. But the thing, it's not, these features which exist in other solutions is not an out-of-the-box features in Marketing Cloud. So workaround, maybe you can use Marketing Cloud measures to track the number of emails you've sent, and then reuse these measures as a criteria, maybe. Another option could be to use SQL query. So within Marketing Cloud, you can build some SQL query, so you can evaluate number of emails that have been sent to every contact, and then use Automation Studio to automate this query and use the results of this query to build an exclusion list. So if your query is, I would like to have all my subscribers who received more than 5 emails in the last 14 days, so it will be added, they will be added into the exclusion list to make sure they will not be over-solicited. Or you can ask Salesforce to have a look on these features and vote for this idea, and maybe it will be delivered in the next release. So we talk about how to manage number of emails we sent to the customer and make sure we do not over-solicitate. But actually, when you started on Marketing Cloud, you have to buy a package of super messages. So what is a super message? Super message is the unit within Marketing Cloud for all the email you will send, the SMS, the push notification, or also the landing page and cloud pages impressions. So it's the units. So you buy a pack of units, and the question will be, where am I? How many super messages I still have now? Because my database is growing, I've sent more and more email. And actually, this information does not exist within Marketing Cloud. You have to ask your account executive. So workaround, if you're using only email as channel, you can just run a report, and you will see how many emails you've sent. So you know how many super messages you bought. So you will see where you are. But if you're using also SMSs, push notification, and cloud impressions, there is no workaround. You have to raise the question to your account executive, and it will give you the answer. So, which is weird, because if an account executive can have the answer, so this answer should be shared to the customer. So you can vote for this idea, asking to Salesforce to display this information within your own Marketing Cloud org. You should be able to see this information without you contact your account executive. And the last topic, when you're working on Marketing Cloud, because it's a solution for marketing automation, you may have question about scoring, because you said, okay, Salesforce, I know that Salesforce has a solution named Pardot, and within Pardot you have scoring, you have grading, but what about Marketing Cloud? So where is the scoring for my subscriber? How can I do if I would like to score, to grade my subscriber list? So it's not available out of the box. So we can think of different ways to address this topic. Actually, with some people, we think about it before. So you can have some insight on this blog post on salesforceband.com. The first one is maybe you can build a custom scoring on Sales Cloud using the Marketing Cloud Connect. So the Marketing Cloud Connect will send information to Sales Cloud, like what kind of, how many email you have open, how many clicks you've done on the emails, how many interaction. And with Process Builder on your Sales Cloud, you will increase this dedicated custom scoring. Maybe opening an email is 5 points, and clicking on the links is 10 points, and you will increase this information. And again, through the connector, you will reuse this custom score, send back to Marketing Cloud using and use it as a custom criteria. Another option could be to build a customer journey to increase the custom scoring into a custom data extension. So after each email you've sent, if the email has been opened, if a link has been clicked, or if you submit a form on the landing page and so on, you will update a data extension, and then you can also reuse this information. Another option, if you do not want to build data extensions, you can implement SaleSwings App. So SaleSwings App is an external application. It's for lead scoring and website tracking. So you will add intelligence. You can have scoring and grading. And all this information can be also synchronized to Marketing Cloud. So SaleSwings apps can bring you the kind of products, scoring and website tracking into Marketing Cloud. And by the way, it's a Swiss company. And of course, you can also vote for this idea, a link here, to ask Salesforce to allow us or give us this kind of features for scoring on Marketing Cloud. So this is a few topics that I faced. So sometimes because I was used to have these features in different solutions, so I was like quite surprised not to have the solution within Marketing Cloud. And sometimes it just using a dedicated use cases, and I said, "Oh, it's strange that I could not just duplicate the landing page." So now that I have faced this problem, how can I do to ease my day-to-day work? So I really hope this feedback from my real life experience will be useful for a lot of people watching this session. And of course, feel free to reach me on different channels, email, Twitter, or LinkedIn, and I will be more than happy to help.
Thank you, Cyril. It's interesting to see the kind of an eye-opening list of shortfalls on Marketing Cloud. I guess one question I had is, if you run out of super messages during the middle of a campaign, what happens? Can you restart your campaign after you get another quota of super messages, or does Marketing Cloud fail gracefully, or is it a cleanup?
No, you have, when you started with Marketing Cloud, you have different criteria on your contract. So the first one is super messages, how many super messages you will use. And the second one is how many contacts you will store in your database. But when you hit one number of your contract, it's not like a strict stop of your campaign.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It will just ring a bell to the account executive. They will come back to you and asking, do you need more super messages, or pay attention, you've just hit the maximum number of contacts that you can store into your contract. So two options. Do you want to raise your limit, or do you want to clean part of your database?
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's better than just failing out.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So when you're previewing your mobile emails, basically you send a test email to Litmus and then look at it in Litmus. Is that what you do? The Litmus workaround you were talking about?
Yes. So you can send only one email, actually. You send one email and then you open the rendering on Litmus, and then you say, I would like to see how it looks on an iPhone, I don't know, it's iPhone 6. I would like to see how the email looks like in Edge or in Chrome or in a Mac and so on. So you will select your mobile device, but also your email clients. So you have tons of options. You can also have a look at how it looks on I don't know, Outlook, or you have tons of options.
Nice. So but the internal one isn't very good, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess Salesforce needs to acquire Litmus. Tell me a little bit about Customer 360. What do you think that's going to bring to Marketing Cloud, or allow you to do in marketing?
So what Salesforce is trying to do is to connect all the different clouds to allow you to have a real complete view of your customer, all the different touch points you may have. So the main example is you have part of your customer data on your Sales Cloud, part of your Service Cloud, but also could be on your Commerce Cloud and on your Marketing Cloud. And because part of the clouds also coming from acquisition from Salesforce, they are not on the same infrastructure or on the same data model. So Customer 360 will help you to deduplicate your data, because you have different records, but at the end of the day, it's the same customer behind. So Customer 360 will help you to have the customer unique view, depending on all the different touch points you may have. So it's a way to connect all the different clouds of Salesforce, but also how to merge all the data. So this is why for Marketing Cloud, it can be also useful to synchronize with other clouds. It's a way to deduplicate, find what is the unique key, and how to find that a subscriber in Marketing Cloud is a consumer in Commerce Cloud, which is a customer or a prospect in Sales Cloud, and so on. But at the end of the day, it's the same human being behind.
Yeah, that would be helpful, I think. Very helpful. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for the presentation, Cyril.
Welcome.
And I've learned a lot about Marketing Cloud and its limitations, and hope you stay healthy.
Yeah, so keep in touch, ask question, and I hope it will help a lot of people to go into Marketing Cloud and maybe to have more certification on Marketing Cloud and so on.
Great. All right. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you very much.